welcome back, and in this video we are going to make a proper interactable object like a gate, and we'll use our interactable object script. We'll also have a gate script with an interact function which will use the event to call that function. So let's begin by creating an empty game object in the pickups and interactions. Call it pickups. Drag these pickups into the pickups empty game object, and then create another empty game object and call this one our interactions. This is gonna hold all our interactable objects. So now let's begin creating one interactable gate, so we're gonna be using an animation as well. Let's create a probuilder window. And select that there. I think we need to first hit new shape. New shape, and I'm gonna have a cube. I'm gonna put this at 1 by 1 by 1. If I shift, it snaps onto the ground. So then we can add a progress window so we can have a nice snap movement. Make sure it's on, and now I'll have some really nice movement. So I'll select this face. Simply drag it out, so make it double size. Then from this side as well, just make it divide by 2 in size, and double this height as well, so doubled. I think we need a little bit more height, so just gonna add 1 extra step, 2 extra steps, and the third one as well. Maybe a 4th, so that's 3 times bigger than 1, so 3. And that's gonna be our gate. So we're gonna have 2 of these. We are right now having an issue, so the pivot is not correctly set. Let's see, what can we do to fix that? So we can center the pivot and we'll keep it in the center. Alright, so that's good. Let's center the pivot. We can rename this one to our door. Can duplicate door and call this door as well. And then using the probe is nice, helping snap movement, just drag it to the accurate side of the other door. Now we have those 2. Need a parent as well, so we'll call this select these 2 and ask it to create an empty parent. It creates a game object, and pivot is set good. So I'm just going to somehow centralize it. It's matching, and the progress will help us. It's not yet centered. We need to do 1 more. So 1 more snap, and let's just ask it to make it center. Alright, so the center is complete. Pivot, I don't know why that's happening, so I think we need to drag 1 more time, and that should do it. Now we can rename this game object to our door left, and this is our door right, and this can be called a gate, so we can rename this to gate left, because doors don't open the way we are going to open this door. This is gate. A gate opens sideways, so simply call them gate. So we have this simple cubes, 2 of them, and we now need to add a component and an animator. So we need an animator on the gate. Save the project, and we will need a runtime controller. So we'll create one. currently we don't have any. In the My Assets, in the Animator controllers, just right click, create, and an Animator controller. This is for our gate Animator controller. And drag the gate Animator controller. And here we have no animation yet. I don't know why I did that. Delete. In the parameters, we can add. Let's add a parameter bool. I think we don't need a bool. Let's see. Open, close. Trigger. And the thing is, it's not a trigger, so let me just get a trigger instead. Open, close, trigger. And now in this open close trigger, in the gate, you can simply check. Simply do Command 6 and open the animation window. And let's create a new animation, and it's asking me to set the name and the path, so I'll give it open gate. Here's the name. It's going to be saved in our animations folder, so save. Then we can hit the record button, select the gate left, drag it once on the left, as progress is already helping us. And then I think that's not correct, so when we're in the 5th frame, then we should move 2 step left, and same for the right, so select the right and 2 step on the right. After that, on the 10th frame, move the right one to 2 more steps, and the left one left 2 more steps. And then finally, oh, something has gone wrong. You've got an extra. Let me just do Command Z. That's removed it, so the animation seems good. Alright, so it's moving correctly. Now, after the 10th frame, come to the 15th frame. We move it 2 more onto the left, and the right one 2 more on the right. And now I think we have the animation. We've got an extra keyframe again. Just do Command Z and just removes that. Sometimes comes. I don't know. They should fix this. If it's a bug, or maybe I'm doing that by mistake by pressing a key or something. But anyway, simply stop recording and save our project and create a new clip. Now this clip is called Close Gate, and we're going to start by recording again. And in the first keyframe, let's go back to Open Gate, and we'll simply go to the last keyframe, check minus 2.5 and 2.5. You could also copy the keyframe, but I just don't wanna. Now let's go to the Close Gate animation and hit the preview button, and simply manually put the just drag it until it becomes 2.5. So keep drag, and one more, I think 2.5. So I'll manually do that. Then for gate left, put that in minus 2.5. And now we have the first frame set, because we don't want to start from close gate now, start from the open gate. So the 5th frame, we move it 1 step, 2 step, so the left one as well. So total 2 steps in this frame. Then on the 10th, 2 times again for the left coming towards the right, and for the right coming towards the left. Then finally move it 2 times on the left, and move the left one 2 times on the right, and we have a closed gate. We can again, even I think, yeah, so just click preview one more time, and it comes out of editing mode as well. So now we have the animations. Let's set up these animations in the Animator window. We'll create an empty state. and set this one as the default state. Rather just don't call it anything. Make a transition from new state to open gate, and then from open gate to close gate, and then to exit. So we're gonna check we don't have exit time. It needs to go direct into the open gate, and simply condition is open close trigger, and the same thing here. So open close trigger, and then we just need to have exit time here. So as soon as we have closed the gate, after the animation ends, it's just going to automatically exit and then re-enter back at the start of the animator. Now we can create a C# script and we call this gate. Let's rename it to other delete it. Open it. I opened it. It's going to have an animator reference first, so private animator and simply in the awake we'll do anim equals get component animator, and then every update, rather we won't have an update function in here, we're going to have a public void interact, which is the function we'll call using the interactable object in the Unity event. We'll just see in a bit. So as soon as the public void interact, you simply say anim.setTrigger, and you need to give it exact string name, and we know that it's open close trigger. Now we can save our script, head back to Unity, and then select this gate and add the gate script to it, and then we can also add the interactable object, add a Unity event, drag in the gate script, and simply set it to gate interact. So every time the interactable object will fire the invoke, and our gate should actually interact and open the gate for us. Just close the probuilder window, and also tools progrids, close progrids, and now let's press play. I can move here, and so the issue now we have is there's no collider on these. There is a collider, but I think we need to add a layer, right? So the gate has to have like a box type of a thing that our player will go near, and then should give an interact message. So to do that, let's first try by, let's see, we can add a component. The collider is on the gate left and right, but the gate itself doesn't have it, so you need to add a collider, a box collider. You can adjust this offsets of this collider and the size. You can drag it and put it at the offset center 0 and 0.5 at Z size. Now I can offset it by 1, -1, -2. Here's our collider now. See, the collider never actually blocks the path of the gate when it's at its full opening, so it should not stop our player from getting as near as possible. Next we can, I think we need a visual here, so we have the collider on the gate, but we don't have any visual, so let's right click and create a 3D object cube. First of all, we rename this to interact, what do we call this one? So it's just really the interact collider, so just call it interact cube. That's okay. So now we need to put it at the exact same position and the exact same size, except for just a little big so that everybody can see it. So 0.5 on the Z, which is the same. Then we can put this at -2. Exactly at the same bound. So then we can remove this collider. Now and scale, make it a bit small. No. Put it 0.8 by 0.8, and then simply on the gates we can change the X and the Y later on. Right now let's just go on play mode and check this out. So interact E, and that's funny. So the gate is like acting like a crusher or something. And the reason is pretty simple. We have loop time enabled, so just keep on looping, which is all good. So just uncheck loop time in both of our animations, and now you'll see it will open and not close again until we interact. So interact. Now I can actually go through this gate. Oh, it's not visible on the other side. It's because I pulled the cube on this side of it. So let's stop the game, select the interact cube, put the Z at 0, scale it a little bit, put it at 0.6, save, and then press the play button again. I interacted with it. I also have a debug.log interact gate. There's no effects, so that's because it doesn't have any tag. We're simply gonna drag this gate now. Before we do, let me fix the collider settings. First, let me set this as, I think we'll go with metal. So it's a metal, the gate which has the interact cubes collider, and these gates can be metal as well. So it's a metal gate. Doesn't have the collider of metal, but I mean the color of metal, but it should do. And you can see we have some nice. Whoa. So I haven't yet made the gates collider match exactly with the interact cube visual, so let's just do that first. I'll set the Z to 0.6. And on the gate, rather, now we can see that it's coming good. We can interact from either side, and the gate should open for us. Go ahead to play mode, select the gate. Drag it into the environment, and then into the pickups and interaction, and simply into the interactions folder. Kind of empty game object. Now we can start placing these anywhere. I can drag it so that it goes to this gate, into this section where we have this open place of the building, so just gonna align it correctly. Put it 7.6, 7.5 and put the z-axis to, I think we can put it at, let's still not visible, so let's make visible, and now it's visible on both sides. So minus 28.5, and then I can drag it in here as well. So x can be 7 and x7, and then for the z minus 28, minus 28.5. 28.5. So we have a gate that's now placed right at the entrance of this building, but not on the other side, so we'll duplicate this one, drag this to the other side, and simply modify the z-axis to minus 38, and that's placed it correctly again. Save our project and hit the play button. I can move and get to that place. Let me just lower the volume and now get to close after shooting a bit. Shooting the gate gets a nice little. Now I can do E. I can go inside, and from inside also I can open this gate. So interact E. And I can go up, not up, yes, up. Jump to climb these stairs, and fall down, crouch, aim, and all our functionality we have added up till now. We can now close this, still stuck. Let me close this gate first, so interact E. And then close this gate as well. So we can reload, do everything that we want, and we just have completed this video as well. Thanks for watching, and that's gonna be the end of part, whatever part it is. Yeah, so I mean this is part 28. Now I know, because I already released part 27, so part 28 has come to an end. Kind of. Just gonna check our gate script is completely okay, and we can close. We can simply save our project one more time. Command S, Control S, and then simply do save project, file, save project. And now we can do comment. So great, 500 lines of code already, and we will get more further. I think we'll reach 1,000 after we've implemented every single thing that we need.